everybody. Right. Yesterday we have discussed something about cube properties. Very important properties in the cubes. So now we will go and discuss about other things about the cube properties. Okay. Now I will go ahead. Right click the cube and browse and pick and new cube, unload the cube, delete the cube, reorder the dimensions and create rule and drill. We will explain after the turbo integrator process, then only you will understand, because you have to write the rules here and the drill parts. This is the only important thing of your entire TM1, because in TM1 if you know how to write a rule and how to use the turbo integrator process, most of the things is done. Okay, so it is the main thing actually. So now create the pick list cube. This is also important thing actually, to create the pick list cube. If you want to create a pick list cube, you should have the options why you are going for the pick list. So do you have any requirement, that means to have each and every cell different drop down? Is it the things you are requiring? You need to make sure that before going and creating a pick list cube. Normally in the real-time scenario, for example, if you have any comment column or any accept column or something like that, so entire column you have to show the same drop downs. That times you don't need to go ahead and create a pick list cube. You can create in the edit element attributes, you know how to create the pick list. So that is the main thing. But if you want to have each and every cell one pick list, then it is the thing you have to do, that is you need to go ahead and create the pick list cube. Right. The next one is a security. I think I have already discussed this maybe in dimension case. Now it is exactly the cube level also. For example, if I am reserving this one, Ritesh sample cube, I just went and then I reserved it. So that means, for example, Ritesh is working and me, Hari, also working. So both the people are editing the data of the cube. It's a meaningless. As a developer, say for example, I am changing some cube structure. So maybe Ritesh is changing and Hari is changing, it's entirely overriding. So that is the reason why Ritesh is expecting, I don't want to touch this cube, sorry, Hari don't want to touch this cube until unless I complete. That means two developers are working. Maybe one developer is working and then he don't want to touch this particular cube by anybody. So what he can do is, you just went to the Ritesh sample cube and go to the security and he reserve it. So once he reserve, nobody touch that one. That means nobody can edit it, nobody can change the structure or something like that. But they can see it simply. But they cannot edit the cube structure. Okay, fine. After his work is completed, then he can release it. Once he release it, that means automatically everybody can edit it. That means whoever is. So the person, the another person, if you want to do some work, he can reserve and then he can do his work. But remember, as I explained earlier for the dimension case, in this cube case also same concept. So once you reserve it and you forgot to release, and also you logged off from the mission. So whenever you log off from the mission, the reserve automatically will become released. That means once you log off, it will become available for everybody. So it is released version. That means the reserve is temporary locking, it is not permanent lock. So whenever you log off, even though you didn't release, it will become released. But when you are in the session, Until unless you release, nobody can touch it. So if you want to give access to all the people, then you release it. Then not everybody can see it. But once you log off, it will automatically release for all the people. Okay. Then the next one is, this is also in the dimension case also same, lock, unlock. Lock and unlock means, lock means is a permanent. If somebody did this lock, it is somewhat different than your reserve. That means if you lock it, previously I told in case of reserve, if somebody is logged off, automatically it will become released. But in case of lock, it will never. Once you lock, then done. So nobody can touch it. Even though you log off, it will be lock only for everybody until unless you unlock that one. So lock means permanent. Normally it will not be done by anybody. Normal in case, maybe administrator, if they want to lock for everybody, then they can do it. So lock is the permanent lock. Nobody can touch it. Even though you log off, it will be locked only for everybody. Right. Next one, cell means you can unlock now, and also cell security cube. So this one we will discuss in a security class. Maybe first I will discuss with the dimension security, then go for cube level security, then we will go for cell level security. So three type of security is present in the TM1. First to dimension level, cube level, cell level. All right. The next.
I have a
Yes,
question.
yes please.
For example, there are two administrators and one of them has locked the cube and he mistakenly done that and he forgot to unlock it. So will the other admin be able to unlock that cube?
If he is an admin, if you give to Ritesh also admin, automatically Ritesh will become administrator option, right? So he has the
Yeah.
option of same permission, so he can unlock.
Okay.
Administrator can do anything. If you are, say for example, 4 administrators are there, any of administrator, that means admin role can easily do it.
Okay.
But as a normal member, you cannot.
Okay.
Right. The next one, this is a very important thing, very good option you need to know. For example, you know about TM1 cubes you are using as a source for your Cognos reports, right? Normally, we will use transformer cube as a source for Cognos reports in the Cognos. But TM1 also, this cube I will use for my Cognos reports. If you want to do this cube for your Cognos reports, the first step you need to do, maybe the next one, maybe in the future classes, I will explain you how to integrate your Cognos cube, TM1 cube with your Cognos, and how to create the data source connections, and how to create the framework manager, and then how to publish it. All those things I will explain you apart from this. But the first step, why you need these properties. So if you want to use this particular regex sample cube for your Cognos reports, the first step you need to do is just click that right click of that particular cube and select the measure dimension and select the time dimension. Remember, if there is no time dimension is available, doesn't matter, but only you select Ritesh measure. Is it clear? That means you should select the measure dimension and time dimension. Then only from framework manager, when you are publishing this cube, it will appear in the framework manager first of all. If you are not adding any measure dimension and Ritesh time dimension, you will get unpredicted results, and sometimes it may not visible to you in the framework manager when you are selecting the TM1 cube as a source. So if you want to use TM1 cube as a source for your Cognos reports, yes, it is a mandatory to select the properties of that particular cube and select the measure dimension and time dimension. If the time dimension is not available, then it's fine, but measure dimension is compulsory you have to select. Any questions here? Load on demand means, yes, If you put like this, maybe you restart the TM1 server, as I told you, right, it will automatically dump. But if you put this one, it will stop at that moment. But next time if you load on the demand, next time if the server started, it will automatically dump. But this load on demand is, it's like an unload type of, whenever you need you can upload, right? That type of things. It's related to the memory only, not for any other things. But actually we will think that load on demand means it's permanently it is released from the memory. It's not like that. We have checked it and then it's not like permanently released. So whenever again the next time the TM1 server started, it is starting once again. Yes, please.
It's you mean to say it will upload itself automatically, or is that it will ask us if it wants to be loaded or not?
No. First of all, if you click this load on demand, right? If I click OK, now I'm
Yeah.
TM1 server started. Then it will work for the first time. That means it is not loaded into the TM1 memory. But the next time if I'm trying to load, it is automatically unload. So it is loading once again into the TM1 memory. So only one time it is working actually. We thought this option is for all purpose. Means every time it is unloaded. But it's not like that. Load on demand means it's not working as we expect.
Okay.
Only that particular time, whenever the TM1 server is started, that time only it is working. The next time, again it is resetting all the control cubes, right? The next time TM1 server started, then it is also loading into the particular things. But I have some option if you want some particular cube, okay, it shouldn't be loaded. So we have one option in the turbo integrator process. We can write the unload cubes one process, and every time whenever the server started, that process will trigger and then make everything into the unload. So that you can do it. That I will explain you in the turbo integrator process. Say for example, I don't want 10 cubes always whenever the TM1 server started. So we can create a process. That process would be chored, that means scheduled after your TM1 server started. Then automatically it will make all the 10 cubes into the physical location. Then it will work out your whatever your requirement. Okay, any questions? But remember, if you want to use this particular cube for your reporting, yes, you have to make sure that tick box for measure and time dimension. Any questions here? Any questions here in this? No questions. Right. Till now I explained you simply what is cube, what is dimension, what is pick list, what is aliases, how to edit the data, what is consolidation, what is the parent, what is the children, these things, very basic things. Now actually moving into the process, because in the real time you will not do like this. Manually you will never create. So now onwards you are actually what you will do in the real time. So normally what is exactly your business requirement? Say for example, I'm having the data in Excel, I'm having the data in SQL, I'm having the data in DB2, I'm having the data in Oracle or any other thing, SAP or something. So by using the data, I want to build a cube and I want to analyze my data and I want to edit the data and I want to do what if analysis, I want to do spreading techniques, I want to do forecasting, I want to do budgeting. So this is what exactly in your TM1. So now let me go ahead and create by taking one simple CSV file. So I'm having the data in CSV file. One by one we'll go. First we will check CSV, very light, very little one. Then go for the Excel, how to do for the Excel. Then go for the SQL Server. Then go for the different things. Okay. So then we will use the database, how to connect and all those things. So first let me go for the very simple and basic thing. Yes, means one CSV file. For example, revenue sheet .csv file. So in this sheet, I'm having the data like this. Just check it out. right? You are having say first location, that is the world. So under world, this is the parent, right? Under world, you have Australia data, India data, okay? Australia and America and India. And you are having 2011, 2012, 2013, right? For 2013 for Australia up to July only there, right? And you are having the quarters also 11 January, February, March and all those things, and revenue values and gross profit values. So anybody, now we have discussed about the dimensions and cube. Tell me what are the dimensions feasible here for this particular data. Anybody quickly. What are the dimensions you are expecting here, and what are the levels and what are the measures? First you need to analyze your data, then you need to come up with a conclusion. Okay, this many dimensions, this many hierarchies and this many measures, so we can build a cube. Now tell me what are the dimensions in your mind and what are the levels you are expecting and what is the factor dimensions. Yes, please.
Dimension is the region.
Okay.
Region dimension, which contains world and the children would be country.
Okay, that means
next
location column is the parent and country column is the children. Am I right?
And the next dimension would be year, quarter, month.
So that means you have created one dimension. In this year and quarter and months are children's. Okay. Means per year
measure
is the children, quarter, month is the children. Okay, cool. Then
revenue and gross profit is one more dimension.
Exactly. So now you are not creating manually, right? I am not going and creating, pasting this India and Australia, all those things. By using the CSV file, it has to build automatically a cube. So for that, you need a turbo integrated process. This is what very important now onwards, each and every option, because you will do in real time. This is only if you know the turbo integrated process, it's done most of the things. Okay, now go ahead and let me create. You just close this one, revenue sheet one, because before you creating it will, you should stop that one, otherwise it will be showing as a locked version. Right click here and then create a new process. Okay, now here you are having a options of ODBC, text, ODBO, TM1, ASAP and none. Remember, if you are using a CSV file or text files or flat files, anything, you can use the text option. If you are using the Oracle, SQL, Teradata or anything, you need to create a ODBC connection first. Then you have to use for anything, SQL Server or Oracle or anything else. ODBO, if you are using the ODBO cubes, then you can directly type. If you are using the TM1 cube as a source for another cube, then you will go for this one. And if you are using the SAP and you want to take the SAP cubes, right? So info cubes as a source, then you can go for this one. Now let me go ahead and take a text file. Text file is nothing but you can use all CSV files in this option, and the text files is in the options, and no files, notepads or comma separated, or tab separated, or semicolon separated, on those things. Now CSV is the comma separated, right? For example, what do you mean by tab separated files? For example, if you are having Notepad, okay, so the data should be like this. So India space tab and maybe January 2004, the revenue is 300, like this. Again, India February. That means it is If it is separated by tab, the data is like this in a notepad, then you can go ahead and select the delimiter as tab. In the Excel also you will do right sometimes. Same thing. Space. It is not a tab and then it is just a space. Just a space like this. And if it is a comma separated, so for example India, comma like this, then that means each value is separated by comma. Then you have to go like this. Semicolon. So each value is separated like this. Then how to take the values. So, and each value is separated by, for example, ash. So this value is not available here, so you need to select other and then you put ash. So like this you need to select first. But if it is a CSV is a comma separator, right? So select the comma separator. Take the particular Excel file, CSV file. So where is that file? Revenue sheet CSV1. Then okay, click OK. Now I have selected the file and click preview. So you want to see the data, right? Okay, got it. You got the data. But here one question is there for me. In the first line, your column names are showing. Remember, your column names are showing as a data. That means first row is showing as a data. So I don't want like that. It has to come into the titles. So number of title records you put 1. That means first row as a title. Then click preview. Then so that came into the titles. So now it is the correct. So it is a title and then this is the data. So number of title records is very important if the first line is the thing. So you have to take the first line into the top. And if you want the decimal separator for these things, comma and thousand separator, something. Decimal separator is dot and comma, thousand separator is comma something. So you can see like this. So when you are going inside, then you will observe that. So this is what very important one thing. If it is a delimiter, tab delimiter, space delimiter, comma delimiter, semicolon delimiter automatically. So I got the data. So I am able to take a CSV data and I am able to see here. You need to build a cube, right? You need to guide TM1 now onwards. I don't know anything. In future, it has to build automatically its own cube. Sorry. Now the data source is created. The data source means whichever the CSV file I took. Now let me go for variables. Next tab. You see all the columns are available. The first step you need to do is each variable, each column, please treat a standard format. Normally each column what we will do is in the real time, small v is a variable. Each column will put small v in front of them. If you don't also nothing will happen, but yes, it's a standard format. So sometimes it is not giving a proper naming convention. See v3 came. So what you need to do? Small v, it is a year because it's a year, right? The data. And small v quarter, v means variable. Small v month and revenue and gross. Now fine, I have the maybe 7 columns. So as you know that maybe the location is old, right? The values here, sample values will be shown. So here I am thinking country is the child for location and quarter is the child for year and month is the child for quarter and revenue and gross profits are measure values. First of all, if you are using any dimensions, so these are all I am thinking dimensions. There shouldn't be any numeric value. What will happen? I will show you later. So now the first thing is, okay, here I am thinking 3 dimensions I want to create. One is maybe region dimension, region. I want to give a proper naming convention, region dimension. One is time dimension, one is measure dimension. So for reason I'm thinking, so B location column is the parent because old is there in that, and under this country column is the child. Same thing for time also. Year is the parent and quarter is the children and month is the year, quarter and month. So now let me go ahead and put for location. So location is the country, location is the parent. So what I can do? So if you go for location, here there are options are there: ignore, element, consolidation, data, attribute, and other. So one by one I will explain you. First, let me go ahead. If any location, that means if any parent. So location, I am thinking that it is a parent, right? So I am thinking location is the consolidation element, right? Last level for this dimension, country, right? Children, right? So I am thinking it is an element. So all the childrens you will put as an element. All the parents you will put as a consolidation. Now tell me what could be year, anybody? Year, quarter and month. This is one dimension, right? In this year what? Is it a consolidation or element? Yes. Anybody? Year what?
Element.
Year.
Element.
Consolidation.
That should be element. There's no meaning in consolidating it.
Any others?
Because you don't
Only
want this.
the leaf level would be,
Come again?
only the last level child would be element, right?
Exactly. Here, what is the in the time dimension? What is the last level? It's a month. So this is only element. So month parent is the quarter. So parent is nothing but consolidation. So quarter also consolidation here. And quarter parent year. So year also consolidation. Are you getting? If you take any particular dimension in this lowest level or leaf level only will be treated as element. Remaining all the levels is parent. So parent is nothing but consolidation. Clear or any?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clear.
So here means why you are making as a parent, because here is a combination of all the quarters consolidation. Am I right? And quarter is a combination of all the months associated to that quarter. So quarter also parent. So go to the last level of month, put element. And quarter, it is a parent. So put consolidation. Here one question will arise. Be year. Definitely it's a consolidation, but it will not accept. Why? As I told you, right, in case of dimensions, it shouldn't be a numeric. Try to convert into the string. So then you go ahead and create consolidation. Because TM1 is thinking 2011 is a numeric value. Even though it's a numeric, try to convert because it has to be consolidated. It's like a string it will act. So only the measure values only will put as a numeric. So now what happened? Month is the last level. So month I put element, consolidation. So two dimension. For this dimension, country is the child. For this dimension, month is the child. And revenue and gross profit, what you need to put? So now you know element and consolidation. Element is the children, consolidation is the parent. Now revenue and gross profits are measured, so you put as a data. So all the measure values you need to put data. Any questions till now? This is very important. You need to segregate which is the levels, what is the level, is it low level or high level or something like that. You need to make sure. Here is the importance of analysis of your business can be done. Very important place here. Fine. So adding the new variables and delete. Why to add new variable? What is the reason? I will explain you. once we dig into this turbo integrated process. Now just I am going and creating a very simple cube. So once the variable tab is done, go to the mapping. You are creating or recreating or updating. I am creating first time, right? What is the cube name? You write it. Ritesh. Automatic cube. Sample automatic cube. So here you are creating a cube, you are not recreating. Each option we will discuss in the later portion. What do you mean by recreate? Why do you need? Update means what? What do you mean by zero out portion? What do you mean by store values? These are the things are used for incremental update. Okay, incremental updating the cubes. But anyhow, once we come into the mapping tab, we will explain those things. Now fine, Ritesh sample automatic cube. Then I gave the name in the mapping tab. But in the mapping tab, first one is the cube, second one is the dimension, third one is the data and consolidation. There are a lot more things are there, right? So how to do those things? So first I gave the cube tab, I gave the cube name, clear, then go to the dimensions. What is the dimension name you are expecting for the country? So I am thinking Ritesh 1, because already Ritesh dimension is created. Ritesh 1 location I am taking, or reason I am taking. So I need to give the name. So it is create action. Month Ritesh 1. So you need to give the dimension names. What has to be happening? Ritesh 1 measure. Why automatically it will become create? Because the first time this dimension is not there. Okay, so order in the cube. See, remember data. So it is automatically treated in the last only. Order in the cube. So it is creating fine. So that means what is the 3 dimensions? What is the names? You need to write here. Based on that only TM1 will generate. Now go to the data. Okay, revenue and gross profit values. So which element you need to take? Revenue value only for revenue, am I right? Because sometimes you may rename the data variable, that's the reason. So revenue value only I need to take revenue value. Gross profit. Sometimes what you will do is you can rename the data variable in order to look and feel purpose. But yes, so you can rename anything here, but you take the correct element which is from the CSV. Okay, I am taking the same value because I don't want to change anything. Revenue and gross profit. Then, so dimension I did it, I gave the names. Data for I just went and then I gave the same names. What are the revenue value from CSV it has to take? Revenue value only it has to take. Gross profit only it has to take. Right? Because in the variables you wrote, right? Revenue and gross profit. You didn't rename anything. If you are renaming here anything, here also you need to write that renamed name. Then only it will fetch. Consolidation. Now tell me, consolidation for V location, what is the dimension? V location, what is the dimension? Anybody? Because you have mentioned clearly, right? This one. Location, it is falling under this one, right? So Ritesh or reason, right? So you go ahead and select that particular dimension. See, it will come automatically for you, whichever you created previously. So Ritesh one reason. And what is the child variable of Ritesh? Location. Say country. Select. Are you clear here what I am doing? Whatever the dimension you have renamed, you select for that one in the consolidation. For location is falling under reason. So what is the child of world? It's a country. Same thing for year. Year is falling under time dimension. And what is the for child for year? Say first child is quarter. Same thing again. Quarter also falling under time dimension only, not method dimension. And for quarter, what is the child variable? It's a month. That means you are giving now what is the parent, what is the child, all those things. Then only TM1 understand which one is done. And This one is automatic sorting and all those things. You just leave as it is manual. You don't need to do anything. Is a automatic sorting. So consolidation is auto happen. Attributes we will explain you later in that particular scenario. Then mapping tab, everything is completed. So first you need to give a name. Second, you need to give the names of the dimensions. Third, you need to give what is the element of measure. Fourth, you need to give the which dimension, what is the child of that values. Because location and year and quarter are location, year and quarter is treated as a consolidation because these are the period. So you need to mention what is the child of those things. So this one. And go to the advanced tab. Now TM1 will create its own scripting because you don't need to write here. As per your suggestions, okay, this is my parent, this is the children you mentioned, right? Based on that, it will create the things. See this one, it created a script once you click it. What is that? First, if any cube of Ritesh automatic cube, because you told that you are going to create. So if any cube is already with the same name, it will try to drop it. So cube exists, destroy it because you are going to create. Next, dimensions are present with the same name, you destroy those things and recreate it. See like this. And in the Prolog tab, it will just give you pre-processing the data. But anyhow, I will come to this part, what exactly Prolog, metadata, data epilogue. Pre-processing the data means it will create the cube name, whatever you give, right? And what is the dimension names, that's all. And metadata means it will try to give you as per your suggestions. You map it, right? Okay. Ritesh region, children is country, month is children, revenue is children, or something like that. And year is the consolidation, quarter is the consolidation. And for year, quarter is the child, for quarter, month is the child. Whatever you mention in the mapping tab, it will be converted into the scripting of its own understandable format. If you are observing, see that one, what is that? In Ritesh region, country is the child, month is the child, revenue and measures are childs. But year is a consolidation C, quarter is the consolidation C, but for location, country is the child, for year, quarter is the child, for quarter, month is the child. Whatever you mentioned there in the mapping you selected, right, that is converted into the scripting, its own understandable format. TM1 has to understand, right, when you are building. So that is the metadata. So in the Prolog, you will build only the cube names and dimension names. In the metadata, it will give you hierarchy structure. That is, for which dimension, what is the levels, what is the children, what is the parent. That will be converted. And data, okay, what are the measures and what measures has to go and build the cube. So see, cell put in. That means it is taking the revenue value and it is putting the country month combination. Say for this particular country, for this particular month, what is the revenue, something like that. Okay. And epilogue. So this is the log file. After that, now go and save this turbo integrator box. Ritesh automatic cube build. Very important. Please listen carefully. If you're having any question, you can ask me now itself. Now once I build it, it will be available here. You can see it in the process. But anyhow, it is open here. Run it. Then cube is created with the data of CSV. Excellent. Go and check it out. Ritesh automatic sample cube, whatever you create, you gave the name. See this. So the dimension automatically created. See, Ritesh one reason. To just check it out whether it is created properly. See, because in that CSV file, world is the parent, India, America, Australia data. So it is created correct. And Ritesh time. See, 2011 in that quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So automatically the data came. 2012 quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. 2013, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, only up to 13th July only there. So everything creates excellent. So you are not creating manually anything here, like what we did in the previous classes. I manually go and paste, right? It is automatically taken from the CSV, and as per your suggestion, month is the child, quarter is the quarter column is the second level, and year column is the first level. So automatically as per that it can. So measure is only revenue and the correct. So now we'll open the cube. The data is correct or not? See, old is this one. For example, India data. See, so 11th January, 11th February. We will see it whether it is correctly formatted or not. So revenue sheet 1. See that for India 2011 quarter 1 January 3000. We'll see the same view. You can see now India 2011, and it created a one child Q1 2011, and it created a levels January, February, March, and now 3000 and 8400 and 2000. See, is it clear? So now it is 3000 and 8400 and 2000 is the January, February, March. So Q1 will become is a combination of all these three things, 3, 8 and 2, so 13,400. And 2011 is combination of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So all this combination it will put together here. So 2012 like this. So automatic consolidations are happening. So now you can analyze anything here. So if you are seeing this one in the TM1 web, you can see the charting and any chart or whatever. Any questions here? Very simple and sample. In this,
Okay, Hari,
yeah.
just for testing purpose, can you modify the world that location
Okay. Okay. For example,
to instruct?
11th January, if I am trying to type 6,000, okay.
No, not this value. We just modify that instead of consolidation, put that as an element and reprocess it. Just for checking how it will display the data.
No, I'm not getting actually. Which one you want to modify? This one?
Just no. Modify that variable, that location variable instead of consolidation. Modify it to element and process it, and we'll see how data is being displayed again.
No. Which one? This value. In the turbo integrator you are asking?
Yeah, in Turbo Integrator.
The turbo integrator. What you want?
That location variable is there, right?
Right.
Modify that to element instead of consolidation.
It's a meaningless,
Will
right?
that
It will fail.
no? Will that load or will that give error or just wanted to check?
It will fail.
Okay, and how it will display the data? Can we check? Because
No. It will.
sometimes
It cannot build, because if I try to do that, it's an element. Then entire code has to be changed, right? Because in the mapping column, it will not be available here in the
yes,
consolidation. So it is gone.
yes,
Again, it will go to the
yeah, that's
normal elements, right? So for that element, what is the parent? It will ask you. So you need to change again in the consolidation. It will be gone. So you cannot. It will not come into the proper map. If you want,
okay. Let's say,
yeah,
please go ahead.
yeah. Please go ahead. You tell me what you want.
Okay, let's say we are getting a real-time scenario that we want to load the data of customers into customer dimension.
Correct.
So sometimes there will be consolidations available and sometimes there will not be a consolidation.
Correct.
So let's say customer city, state, and the related customer name or number.
Yeah.
Or not always we can take state and city as a consolidated element to customer name.
That's fine. It's absolutely fine. If you are not putting anything, so you take as an element. But remember, in the element means you need to change here, because I already clearly mentioned it in the consolidation, right? So now see, once you go back also, you cannot come here also in this turbo integrator, because
Okay, okay.
what it is asked, I will show you. I will show you your question. Okay, just close it.
Mhm.
But it's a wrong actually, because here that time the situation is, if I am putting the element old, if it is not the consolidation of this one, if it is simply element, what do you mean by that? Because under old only, India, America, Australia. So in your case, how can you do that one? The data should be different, not in this case. See, for example, here old is a combination of all these things. So it's like a parent, it is actually. So if your case is something different, yes, you think in a different manner. Say for example, customer name, customer, something like that. Then you try to build the cube. That is a different case actually. Say for example, in your case, customer, okay, each one treated as a each dimension. Customer address, customer email. There is no here consolidation point. You
Yes.
don't need to do any consolidation. So customer salary, something. So you put here Hari, Raghava, Raju, Ravi, Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, maybe some other location. Okay. Let's update at gmail.com. Oh shit. Why enter it? Gmail.com. So now see, for example, if I'm trying to create a cube, so browse name, You see now here, all are variables only. That means element. This is also element. This is also element. This is data. This is data. Okay. So here it is. What is the first value? Customer name, address, and customer name. Okay. Customer. Okay. If you go to the mapping, create just customer cube, and you see now data dimension. So here dimension name is a customer name. So each one is treated as a one entity. There is no consolidation here. Customer address, but the data also in that manner only. Each one will be treated as the same thing. But in the previous case, it is like a consolidation file. Old, under that old India, all those things are there. But now you can treat each row as a one particular dimension. Customer. Please don't try to give some space here in this. In the dimensions case, you put underscore or something or normal. So measure. This. See now, there is no consolidation tab because you have put treating everything is same. Go for this, then directly advanced prolog, metadata, data, and epilogue. Then save it, customer sample, and try to execute these things. If it is not consolidation, see this one. Because TM1 cube itself is a consolidation purpose. If you are treating that normally without any dimension, there is no meaning for building a cube. You can directly take in the normal way. But anyhow, it can be shown this. Used by some other cube. Is it built first of all? With some errors. Okay, title subset is empty. Oh, here you wrote it. Now go ahead and see it. So each one is a one dimension now in your case. See, there is no consolidation point for me. Hari, Hyderabad location, and customer mail, and this. So there is no consolidation point at all. Each one is treated as an element. Are you getting my point? Hari, Hyderabad, what is the mail and what is the salary of you. There is no need of consolidation. In this type of things, you don't need to put any consolidation for any of the column. But yes, in the previous case, if you are putting this old is also element, it's meaningless. Yes, Raghav, any questions here?
No.
You can put that one as element, but it is treated as a one more drop down box, but there is no meaning. Say for example, world, India, so how it will, you will come to know, okay, what is the entire world data, what is under that, what is India data. So for example, definitely if you take India data, so all the states in that, so my India data is nothing but it's a combination of all my states, it's not independent entity. So that is the reason why you shouldn't put. So as per the business logic only you have to follow. Yes, if you are putting the element, it will be treated as element. You can build the cube, but without meaningless. Meaningless of the cube is not intention. But here in this case, I don't need any consolidation. I want to show the data. Simply, there is no consolidation inbuilt for this customer queue, right? Because I want to show whatever there in the CSV as a queue. So simply, I don't have any consolidation. Yes, go ahead and do that. Each one you treat as a one element. That means element is nothing but one dimension. So you can select each dimension and then see the data. No consolidations involved in this particular. Yes, any questions here?
One more question.
Yeah, please.
Uh, can we have one dimension with multiple attributes, like one customer dimension with customer name, customer city, email as the attributes within it?
Yes, yes.
Because
We discussed, right, that one. For example, customer name. We already, you know about edit element attributes. Here, you, I told you go for add new attributes. Try to create aliases. N number of aliases. Say this is the customer full name. Done. Alias. Next, one more means you can edit whatever you want. And one more thing, something you, whatever you are expecting, customer phone number, something. And go for it. Like this, you can n number of aliases you can create, but you put 91, something like that. Whatever you want, you can put. So you can go for n number of aliases. Yes. Any questions apart from this? Yes, you can do n number of aliases. And third thing is, as you told, instead of going and manually editing the phone number and all this, instead of that, in turbo indicator process, I think last tab I will told you, right? I will explain you later. In the tab, you are taking one of the columns, say for example, in this particular Excel, right? One more column also there, country code or something. I want to take the country code column also to display aliases for this country name. That is what attribute. I think I told you, right? I will explain you later. So that means aliases is creating automatically by taking the data from Excel instead of creating manually, add element attribute or something. That will come you after some time. So it is also done by turbo integrated process. You don't need to do anything manually. Say for example, one more column came for the customer previously, customer phone numbers. So phone numbers you want to add as an attribute for the customer name. Yes, you can do that one by using the turbo integrated process last step. Here in the advanced tab, sorry, in the mapping tab, this one will enable. If I put that as attribute, then it will be done. But anyhow, you will come to know that one attributes. But this is overall view only, but each tab we will go one by one now. What is exactly what will happen. But till now, any questions? This is a very important class today only. Very, very important class. You should understand that. But tomorrow onwards,
Hari, I'm
each tab we will
having
go and then
one
explain.
question here.
Yeah, please.
Hari, you able to hear me? Yeah. Can you open our turbo integrated process which we created?
Okay. Yeah.
This is the one which we created.
Okay. Previous one you are asking?
Yeah, previous one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Close it, otherwise it will show you that error.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
In the variables tab, variables or mapping, just one second. Mapping dimension. Sorry, mappings and dimension.
Oh, I didn't save it or what? Variable tab is not coming. 1 second.
It's not
Okay. Yeah, tell me. No.
variable, yeah. Okay. String, and if you can go to maps, mapping tab. I saw somewhere the string and numeric being this one, dimension.
So when you are showing this, you just need to put like this, update cube. Otherwise, it will not open because it's already create cube and then you are trying to do the same thing, right? So it will not allow.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Here this element type you have selected as
Oh,
numeric
excellent question.
be country.
This is very, very important introduction. But anyhow, I may explain you in the mapping tab. But anyhow, you asked me, right? That is the way. It's 100% interview question. Say it is a country and month. Normally, country and month is dimension. Am I right? It's a string. Why we need to put element type as numeric?
It should have been either a simple or a string something.
Exactly. So you can put this one string, right? Because country is a string element. Because you also put here in the country also string here. But suddenly in the mapping tab, element type only throughout the Go integrator process you put as a numeric. Very, very, very important question. But anyhow, I'm going to explain you in the mapping tab, right? That time I will explain you. But anyhow, you asked me, now I'm giving you a simple thing. Here the element type is nothing but what measures inbuilt in the intersection of this country and month.
Okay.
So here the remember element type is not the type of this variable. What value you will enter against this variable. So what value you enter against this variable. So for country, what value you are going to enter? Revenue and gross profit, am I right? So that value will be written as here element type. So which value you are going to enter against this variable, that is the meaning of element type. So in my case, I am going to enter what is the measures, revenue and gross profit. Those things are numeric, so I will write here numeric. But in one situation, you can put string. What is that situation?
If you have string measure.
Excellent. If they have string measure alone, not numeric also. Because if this particular element is having string and numeric two measures, then you have to go for numeric one. But if this particular cube contains only string measure, then only the chance of putting string and string. But if even one numeric measure also there, you shouldn't put here the string element, you have to put numeric. Because I think some practical example this is only, right? Maybe I can put here comment as a one string measure, but I shouldn't put here string because some numeric measures are using in the gross profit and revenue. So you have to go for numeric one. But if you think the entire measure is only one string measure is available in that particular cube, then only you go and change that element type to string. If one single measure also there, you shouldn't put. That is very, very important question. But anyhow, I will come from one by one, right? Variables and mapping. That time I will explain you more than this clearly. So this element type is numeric because of that. So here the element type is not the type of that particular column. It is simply the meaning of that one is the value which you are going to enter against these dimensions. Those are numeric values. So I am putting element type. Very, very important question this is. Normally so many people will confuse you. So you think that it's the element type of that. Any questions? Any questions apart from this?
Not from my end.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
For example, you have world as a member in region dimension. that is a
Okay.
parent member,
Okay.
and uh, children are countries.
Correct.
So out of which, if when you when you create a report, world will be aggregated based on based on the countries, right?
Exactly.
So if out of which I don't want to aggregate India to world, I just want, other than India, whatever members that are there, I want that to be aggregated to world.
Mm-hmm. Then yes,
Uh,
obviously. So maybe say for example, when you are creating here, so entire value if you are taking here, say for example, I want all Indias and all those things. Once the data is created, once the cube is created, right?
mhm.
So you just create entire things normally. Okay, you just create and then go to that particular Ritesh sample cube or whatever it may be. First time, if you don't want that one. In case of transformer, I think you know about affects and all those things, clock functions. If you know the Cognos transformer, but if you don't know, leave it. So you go to the Ritesh sample queue and Ritesh reason you enable. So normally it will be like this, alright? You take this India, cut and paste out of this box. Sorry. One second. That means you drag and drop out of this box. Okay, let me take one thing. One second.
Why is India outside the world?
No, no, it's maybe it followed some sorting, but if you see the structure of this one, it is obviously this is the correct structure, right? Hierarchy sorting.
Okay.
Because of some sorting, maybe it is went outside.
Okay.
Correct. Now see this. You are not expecting India here. Okay. Click OK. Now if you go ahead and see, see now. Old is a combination of only America and Australia, but India is out of box. So now onwards, if you rebuild also, it will be in the same structure. Are you getting my point?
And one more thing, Ravi here, if you try to rebuild the cube, India will again fall inside what, right?
No, no, no.
As
I
per
will
the
not touch here in the mapping. If you want the same structure, as is I will put. I will not recreate the same thing.
okay.
But
So
anyhow, I
it's
will
not going
explain
to
you all
modify
those
the
things. There
existing
come
structure.
so many scenarios are there. One by one we will discuss in the mapping tab also.
Okay.
But yes, obviously you can do like this. So you don't need to recreate or something. As is you will put means the same structure it will follow. But one more issue will come in future again. Say for example, one extra country is there. If you are putting as is, it will not come. That time in turbo integrator process, some option is there. We will write that on manual code. I will explain you about these things. Okay. But yes, you can do like this. Any questions? Any questions apart from this? The same thing in the click view. I think if you know click view, set analysis option is there, right? You can assign. So in the set analysis, you can eliminate India, and then for consolidation, then it will happen. But if it is a transformer, yes, obviously you are having in the transformer special categories, right? Once the category is generated, you need to exclude that particular item in the consolidation. Simply go to the category diagram and then do it. But in this case, yes, it should be like this. Once the means your hierarchy structure is done, you just type into the things. You just manually drag out, and then it will follow the same principles. Yes, any questions? Fine. Let me complete within 2 minutes this session. You know, right? Ritesh, automatic queue build clear. So anything is fine. Update queue. So once you create, so the final thing is once this process is started, maybe every day at morning at 8 o'clock, new Excel is or new CSV is coming. So create a new chore. That means scheduled things you need to do, right? New chore. Chore is a schedule. So whatever the process you created, when that process has to execute every day, morning 8 o'clock or something. Oh, sorry. So from here, run every day, run every 1 day, maybe morning 8 o'clock. It will take server time only, please remember. Done. It's enough. It's up. So every day now onwards, whenever the TM1 server is on, so this as per the schedule, maybe Ritesh scheduler. So this one. So automatically it will execute this above process at morning 8 o'clock. So if morning new CSV is there in the same location, then automatically it will take that CSV and then it will build the cube and then it will update the cube with the latest data. You don't need to do anything. So the scheduler concept also here, but anyhow, this chore, the different concepts are there. Because if you see in the scheduler, only very less option, run every 1 day or every 1 hour or something. But if you see in Cognos, run every first day of, last day of, first month of, first February, last day, something like that. So how to do that type of critical schedule? Very easy one in the TM1, but if you know the turbo integrator scripting, we will explain you in the turbo integrator process. But here, chore is a very simple scheduler. But if you want to do advanced scheduling, you need to write a script in the turbo integrator process. Yes? Any questions? Yes, any questions? No questions. Okay, then maybe tomorrow we'll meet in the same time. Thank you.
Uh,
Yes.
Ravi, I'm sorry for being late on that.